Today, from Kamakura, Japan, on this Wednesday, December 15th, a cold 3 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Fahrenheit, most likely the coldest day of the year so far. But we got this bright sunshine, and it feels really good. You can see the condensation rising off of the Weber grill and off the trees down below. And even the carrots are covered in dew. But still, the tower looks good. The parsley, the strawberries, the English thyme, and even the basil is still alive, as well as the cilantro. And the broccoli is growing taller. The cabbages are looking good too. A little hard to see in this sunlight. And the garlic is doing quite well as the mist rises on this cool but sunny morning. I can see down below that the cars are covered in frost. But up here, we don't get the frost, well, at least not in my garden. And that's probably because this concrete base here holds in the heat very well. Spunky doesn't want to come outside because it's too cold. Can't blame him. It's nice to see the Christmas cactus in full bloom. The small one and the bigger one. And our papaya is doing pretty well too. Our fruit is hanging on in that little net sack there. And we've got some new growth up top. The hibiscus is flowering. And we got another one coming in very soon after that. Our transplanted avocado trees are looking pretty good. The succulents are doing quite well, and this one here is still flowering. I've also got a store-bought celery stalk here that I've placed in water, hoping to sprout that, and maybe come spring I can plant it outside. We'll see. So only about a week and a half until Christmas. 2 weeks till the end of the year, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'll have a special treat for you then, New Year's Day. Okay, the transplanted hibiscus here is doing well, opening up, getting bigger. Our spider lily is flourishing here. And our maiden's hair fern, looking good too. So, back to work. Okay, today I'm going to be making a simple cheesecake, but for the crust, I'm going to use something special. Maple syrup cookies. Let me show you around the ingredients. Okay, we'll start with the star of the show from my hometown, Philadelphia. Philadelphia brand cream cheese. I've got 4 packs of these. These are 200 grams a pack, so I've got 4 in there for 800. In addition to that, I've got 1 3/4 cups of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of yogurt, a little dash of salt, about half a teaspoon, about a tablespoon or so of vanilla extract. I've got a little bit of flour to help bind everything, plus the 5 eggs and 2 egg yolks. And I've got some melted butter here. This will help bind the cookies once I crush them. The maple syrup cream cookies. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? So first up, I want to get the cheese softened and whipped. Okay, I'm going to scrape down the sides. sure I get the bottom turned as well. Okay, let's give that another whir. Okay, that's looking good, looking really good. I'll scrape it down again. Just the sides. Here I'll add all of the sugar, 1 3/4 cups. And we'll give this another whir. Okay, that looks good, nice and fluffy. Very nice, very nice. Okay, here I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and the vanilla extract. And I'm going to go ahead and add 3/4 cup of yogurt. Okay, time to scrape down the sides of the bowl. That's looking really nice. Really nice. Nice and fluffy. Make sure to turn the very bottom up into the mixture. Oh, that's looking good. Okay, what I'm going to do next is have this spinning, and I'll add the eggs one at a time. Okay, with the mixture on low, I'm going to slowly add in the flour. Okay, I think we're about ready. And we'll move on to the cookie crumbs. That's good. I think I'll use all of them. And finally, the butter, which is hardened. The butter will help bind the crumbs together. It's about a tablespoon, I would say. And if it forms a ball like that, it's good. Good to go. Okay, I actually have 2 cheesecake bowls because I just know there's going to be some leftover filling. So, this will be the main one. And I do have some parchment paper in there, make it easier to pull out once it's done. And the remainder I'm going to put into this bowl here, just to create some crust for the bottom. This need not rise up the sides, I just want it on the bottom. And I'll just use a measuring cup to pat everything down into the sides. It's okay if it doesn't come all the way up to the rim. That won't be necessary, but as high as I can get it. And you can use any kind of cookies. I just love the taste of the maple syrup. But graham crackers are the usual ones, but any kind of cookie that you like, butter cookies or whatever. Okay, I'm going to tamp down the sides here. And I'm going to make a clean edge, a clean flat edge all the way around. This way hopefully the edges won't collapse when they're cut into. Okay, that looks good. This one here, I'll just pat this down. And again, the parchment paper in here will just help remove it. This is a spring-loaded type, and this one is not. So the parchment paper will make it easier to remove it. So these will go into the oven for about 10 minutes, and then we'll do the filling. And I have a special treat, blueberries. Blueberries will go into the bottom of each bowl. Okay, the pie crust is out of the oven, ready for the filling. Just going to drop them in. Okay, I'm going to take it right up to the top. going to go into the oven for 10 minutes at 170 degrees Celsius. It's about 350 Fahrenheit. Then I'll turn it down to about 150 Celsius for about 40 minutes. Okay, this crust is ready as well. So the same thing goes here. Okay, that looks good. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? That looks really good. Okay, and the second one is done. Let's see how this one looks. Oh, this looks nice too. Look at that. So I'll let these cool. I'll feed Spunky. Then we'll go for our afternoon walk. And by the time I get back, these should be nice and cool and ready for the refrigerator. Okay, after refrigeration, let's take a look and see what this looks like. Oh, that looks pretty good. And the rest, I'll save for later.